Hey you guys, it's Freddie Jenkins, and today I'm going to be talking about movies or movie actors that are so underrated. And these are just my opinions, and I have the whole list on my lap. So number 10 is Brad Dourif, and yes, he's the guy that plays the voice of Chucky. He does lots of stuff, and people still don't know who the hell he is, and that sucks. He's a good actor, and he dies in a lot of his movies. Let's say that much. He's a good actor who dies in too much of his movies. Let's say that. Yeah. And number 9 is Matt McCoy, and for those of you who don't know who he is, he's the lead character on the front cover here. Um, he's a good actor. I see him in Blue Streak, Deep Star 6, this movie, Seinfeld, and he's been in quite a few other things, and he's really underrated. He's a good actor, though. Number 8, Steven Zahn. Yes, this guy's one. This guy's pretty funny. He played the brother of Paul Walker in Joyride. He was also Marvin on Daddy's Daycare, and he's really funny. I miss that guy. I don't see him around anymore, yet he's awesome. Okay, number 7 is Owen Wilson. Yes, this guy. The reason why I brought him up is because you don't see him around anymore because he tried to commit suicide, sadly, and I want him to come back. I want him to come back and do a good comedy again. Okay, number 6 is Jeff Speakman, and for those of you who don't know who he is, it's because he's this Kempo martial artist, and he he did this movie called The Perfect Weapon, and I see him in Plato's Run, and he was good in both, and I haven't seen much of him anymore because he had cancer, sadly, and I don't think he's dead. I hope not. I want to see him again, and he's an underrated actor, and you should check him out if you haven't. Number 5 is Clancy Brown. Yeah, he's the villain on Highlander, and he plays the voice of Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob. He's a really great actor. You don't see him that much anymore, though. I just saw him in this movie called Cowboys vs. Aliens, and he had a very short role, and I'm like, no! Yeah, he's underrated. He's awesome, though. Number 4 is Joe Pesci. Yeah, the villain from Home Alone with the hat, Marv, or Harry, I think. Yeah, Harry. You don't see him anymore. Like, where did he go? And he's a really good comedian. He's one of the best Italian comedians out there, and you should see him some more. Like, but you don't, and it's sad. Number 3 is Thomas Jane, and yes, he's the lead character, or he's the Punisher, and yeah, he kicks so much ass as the Punisher. He was the only one for me that could do it, and he's a pretty good actor, but you don't see him around anymore, and which is really disappointing because he has great potential to be a lead character, and he isn't around anymore, sadly. I want him to do something really awesome. Number 2 is C. Thomas Howell, and yes, this is the guy who played Ponyboy in, what was it? I forgot what it was called, but, oh yeah, The Outsiders. Was the lead character, Ponyboy, in it, and he was also the lead character in The Hitcher, and he's a great actor. You don't see him around anymore because, oh wait, he was in this terrible movie called Camel Spiders. I'm like, come on, C. Thomas. You can't get a better movie role than that? What the hell is with Hollywood nowadays? You know, they give the good actors the shitty roles, but then they give the shitty actors the good roles. And, oh my god, what are they thinking? And number 1 is Benicio del Toro. And this guy is the most underrated out of them all because he has so much potential to be a good lead character, but they don't do that with him. He gets a small role and always ends up dying, and I'm like, no, not him. Come on, he's a good actor. And The only one I've seen where he doesn't actually die is this movie with Johnny Depp. I forgot what it's called though, and he's a good actor. It's just such a shame he dies in almost all of his movies that I've seen him in. What the hell? And a couple others is Eric Roberts. Yeah, he's awesome. People hate him. I don't know why. I've never had a problem with him, and he's just really underrated. And I want to see more of him someday. Like, uh, I hope he comes back. Um, then there's Tony Todd. Yeah, he's the guy that played the Candyman. This really tall guy. He has this really awesome voice. He was in Hatchet. He's pretty awesome. You don't see him that much anymore, though. Like I said, you never see these people around. And the next one I have is Brandon Lee. Yes, the son of Bruce Lee, and he was a great actor. Let me tell you that. He was one of the best actors I've ever seen in my life. And when he died, I'm like, no! What? Like, I literally got shocked when I found out he died on the set of The Crow. Like, how does that even happen? It doesn't just happen like that, you know? But it's... What are you gonna do, you know? They stage it as an accident, and I don't know. I don't know about that, but it's just my opinion. And the next one I have is Sean William Scott, and the reason I have this guy is not because he played Stifler, but because he was a good martial artist in Bulletproof Monk, and he should start doing more martial arts movies. He's really good at it. And then we have Kurt Russell, and yes, this guy is not around anymore, but he's a really great actor. The best I've seen him in is Big Trouble in Little China or Tango and Cash, and he's awesome. Then we have Patrick Swayze. Yeah, nobody talks about this guy anymore because he died a few years ago, sadly. And he was really awesome. He died the same way as one of my teachers, and rest in peace, Patrick Swayze. You were awesome in Roadhouse and Ghost, and oh my god, it's such a shame. Then there's Liev Schreiber. He's the guy that played Cotton Wary in Scream 2 and 3 and 1, and he's awesome. You don't see him around anymore, but he's really awesome. He is one of the best actors I've ever seen, and I don't know, you don't see him anymore. Like, where did he go? The latest I've seen him in is this movie called Salt with Angelina Jolie. And then we have Peter Green. Peter Green is pretty awesome. He played Dorian in The Mask, and yes, just like Benicio del Toro, he always dies. Yes, he always dies. I can't name one movie he was in where he lived. I can't name one. You believe that? And then, last but not least, we have Tony Jaa. Yes, he's this, it's hard to explain, but he takes the style of kickboxing, in Thailand, and he was in the movie called Protector and Ong Bak, and he was awesome. He's a good actor. He's a good stunt performer, too. Like, one day he's gonna hurt himself, though. I can tell you that, because doing all those stunts like that is not healthy. I mean, look at Jackie Chan. Look what happened to him. He injured himself so many times, but for the fans' sake, he always came back, and thank God he did, because look at all the movies we have with him in it. And anyway, I gotta go. I hope you enjoyed this list. I know I left out a couple, and you could comment which ones you might personally have me whatever. Just like, comment, and or subscribe, and talk to you later. Peace.